Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Firewall again. Today we are going to we are trying to install checkpoint firewall in clusters. So right now as you can see on my screen I have uh, one gateway which is already installed and running well, and I need to install one more gateway so that I can form a cluster pair of it. So let me do this. So I'm going to install the new gateway. Let's take the OS for the gateway. So if you see, this is the checkpoint R80.30 security gateway OS. Next, for the other location, I wanted to give a hard disk, say 30 gigabyte for now, or say 40 is enough. Next, customize the hardware. I want RAM which should be around 4 GB for the gateway. I want two processors run simultaneously. Okay, that is enough. Path is there. Let's do it a bridge, duplicate your physical network, add more network adapters. I want at least four to have the clustering in place with the two gateways. Three is also sufficient, but I'll I'll have a four here. So let me have all in a bridge mode for now. This is for the demo purpose. So I put it everything on a bridge mode, and this is how it looks. Let's finish this and try to power on the virtual machine. Okay, let me do the initial setup. Meanwhile, I can also try to open a smart console for my SMS. Let me log in. Okay, let's go to the gateway again. Let me rename it. Okay, later on we will rename this one. So it's getting installed. So this process takes some time. So meanwhile, let's go here and try to establish a sync between the gateway which I have already installed. So right now I am at the gateway and status. If you see, there's a three dots here. You will get the gateway uh, configuration screen. I have selected the classical wizard. So here I'll give the gateway details which is already there. Meanwhile, let me do this. I'm just selecting by default what we have. This is for the demo purpose. I'm giving the password here. Okay, let it get processed. Okay, let's have the interface IP address. So let's give it 110. No default gateway for now. And let's get it formatted. So let's give the gateway details here. The name will be say gateway 1, IP address 192.168.1.100. The platform is open server. We just need the firewall for now, and then do the communication. Uh, Give the initialize. Okay, I think the password which I have given is different. Uh, Let me try again. Let's initialize. Let's say if we get initialize dot fail. Great. So this is also learning. So basically, if you see test SIC communication, it gives you this error message. Its status of the gateway one is not communicating. The peer saying wrong, whatever it is, the 6 certificate. Uh, okay, so it basically asking me to reset the SIC from the peer. So that is what we'll do simultaneously. We'll be performing configuration of the another gateway. So okay, it's still in process. So let's go to the this gateway. Okay, I'm giving the password. Use the command cpconfig and select the option number 5. As you can see here, establish a secure internal communication. So I'm giving option number 5. All right. It says, would you like to change the activation key? I want to change. So I'm saying yes. Do you want to continue? The services will stop. That is fine. I'm giving the activation key here. And 9 to exit. It will reboot the things. Meanwhile, we'll try to look for the another gateway status. So it's still getting format. Let it get format. So clustering and acceleration is the checkpoint acceleration and clustering software that delivers a set of advanced technologies such as SecureXL and ClusterXL that can work together to maximize the performance and the security in high performance environment. These things works with the core XL, which include the software blade containers to form a foundation of the open performance architectures, which delivers the throughput designed for data center application and high level of security needed to protect against today's application level threats. So now let's reboot it, and meanwhile we'll check if this gateway is come up. I believe it's come up. Let me quickly set the expert mode password here. Set expert password. Give the password. Okay, go to the expert mode. Okay, let me save it first. Save config, and then go to the expert mode. Okay, I'm at expert mode. I put the version and cp wd underscore admin list to check all the processes are running. Yeah, it's running. Let me go to the gateway here and see if I can reset the SIC. So let me reset it and give the password again. Okay, I hope it should work now. It's still saying fail to connect. Let me reset again if I miss the password. Okay. It's initialize. Awesome. So it's getting failed. I need to check whether the communication between the SMS and this guy is already there. So I'm just pinging 192.168.1.100 and it's pinging. So I don't see any issue for the communication part. SMS, something else there. Let me see. Oh, so I have given a wrong IP address here, guys. So this is a silly mistake we usually do. So don't do the silly mistakes. So give the right IP address. And let me now establish the SIC. I think that was the issue. So if you see the SIC is get established, and if you come to see test status, it says it's communicating. Awesome. Right now it will fetch all the interfaces. So right now I have only one interface. So it won't install the policy. So for that, what we need to do, we need to go to the gateway, HTTPS 192.168.1.1, 1.101, give the admin password. Okay, let me again give the username and password. So it says lock is acquired. Let me unacquire that. Go to the IP static routes. There's nothing. Go to the network interfaces and just edit this interface, enable it, and give some internal IP address 10.1.1.1, subnet mask 255, 255, 2550. Okay, and for the this thing sync interface, just give the IP address say 172.16.1.1, 255, 255, 2550. Okay, now go to the gateway and try to fetch the topology real quick, and you will see your all these things got accepted. So guys, this is important thing you need to deliver. Next, let's look what is the new gateway status. So it's up now. Now let's do the first time wizard. So I'm just doing HTTPS 192.168.1 dot. I think I have given 110, right? Yes. So let's log in and do one time wizard. Click next and accept the default configuration. Hostname gateway 2. I will give the some Google DNS server. Rest thing just accept as it is. This is the security management server. Uncheck this guy. This is the part of the cluster. Next, give the activation key. Activation key is taken. Finish. and let it get reboot. Meanwhile, I'll just try to explain you the topology, what we will be having for the clustering. So consider you have a two checkpoint gateway, 1 and 2, and we'll try to have a clustering between two gateway. So this individual gateway will be having a three different interfaces. So one is your external, one is your internal, and one is sync. So the IP address, as you can see on the screen, so external is 192, internal is 10, and sync is 172.16.101. Similarly, we'll be having a three interface here, and we'll be giving the IP address as the next IP address accordingly, and then we'll try to form a cluster between them. So let's wait once uh, first time wizard get completed. So it will take couple of minutes. So let's wait for a minute. Okay, it says it requires a reboot to finish the gateway configuration. So let's wait for a minute to finish the reboot. So in a clustering, we have the clustering terms like active up, which is stand when the high availability machine that was active and suffered a failure become available again. That time we'll call it as active up. Then there is something called high availability HA. It's the ability to maintain a connection when there is a failure by having another machine in the cluster take over the connections without any loss of connectivity, right? Then there is something called uh, critical devices. So critical devices, a device that administrator has defined as a critical to the operation of the cluster. So we mentioned as a critical devices. So there are a lot of terms. We'll be having a separate video for that. But for now, we are good with the uh, clustering, and the gateway installation has completed. Let's quickly log into the gateway and set up the interface IP addresses. So here I'm going to set ETH1 as internal. So the IP is 10.1.1.2, 255, 255, 2550. Okay, the ETH2 is your sync interface, so it's a 172 16.1.2, 255, 255, 2550, right? So now go to your checkpoint management server and let me click OK. It's taking some time. Okay, it's completed. Let me create another gateway object here. Go to these three dots. Then you have a gateway, classic wizard. Do the gateway name. It's a gateway 2. IP address 192.168.1.10.110. Rest of the thing is same. Just give the communication key here, which is P1. Trust is established. It's communicating. Okay. Now it will fetch the topology. Okay, let it be. Let's click OK. And now let's do for the clustering work. So come to these three dots. If you see there is something called new, there is something called cluster, do it and go with the classic wizard. Here just give the cluster name. So I'm giving like say cluster 1. Give the IP address. It's a virtual IP address. So I'm giving say 10.1.1.10. You can give internal IP address, external IP address, whichever you like. Better give the external IP address. 192.168.1 dot say 200. Then what the things you need to have: IPsec, mobile access, identity, whatever it is. Check rest of the things. Go to the cluster member. Simply add your cluster members. So gateway 1 and 2. You just need to add here. Yes. Excuse me. Add another custom member. Yes. Go for it. Cluster member is added. And go to the next thing. You want to have a ClusterXL in availability. Select this option. The rest of the things are as it is. And go to the network management. Here you need to fetch the topology. ClusterXL have 12 in place. So basically everything is defined like this. You just have to come and edit and define it as per your requirement. So ETS0 is your external part. So make it like a cluster. Give him an IP address 192.168. 1.254. Rest of the thing, if you want to have this anti-spoofing enable or not, that is up to you. Let's network mask is required. Sorry. So here's the network mask loss. Now ETH1 edit. This is your internal. You have to make it as a cluster as well. With IP 10.1.254 and the mask 24. Say OK. And this is your sync network. You have to come make it like a sync. or cluster plus sync, but better cluster or sync, and you don't have to give virtual IP address here. So this is it. Rest of the thing will Firewall take care, generating the things and everything. Now go ahead and install the policy, but before that publish your session. So it asks you publish and install, and wait for this process to be done, and then we'll go to the command line and see how we can do this clustering part. Meanwhile, let's try to download a putty session, a putty for putty download for Windows 11. So let me download this guy. Okay, it's a 64-bit. I don't know which will work, but let me have this. Close. Some add party download will start in a minute. I hope it's getting downloaded. Yeah, it's getting download. Okay, open this guy. Next, install. Let me close this, and let me come here. What is the policy installation status? Okay, let's install the policy on this cluster member. It's saying install, and the progress you will see here. Meanwhile, let me see why put is taking too much time. Anyway, this, yes, please install. Finish. Let the policy get installed, then we open a cookie session with the gateway. It's 192.168.1.100. Let me see what it is. Okay, 100 or 101. Let it be. I think it's a 101. 192.168.1.101. Open. Okay, the policy installation test is succeeded. So I think we should be good at the cluster. Yes. This shows cross, but after some time it works. Okay, 101 is not a response thing. Let me go to the another guy. 192.168.1.110. Awesome. I know why it's not working. So if you see my policy configuration, I don't have anything here. So only the cleanup will work. That's why it's not working. Let me have the $1 above. We call it as an admin access rule. Source is any, destination is any. I can give this, but for now it's okay. This is a lab purpose, so I'm giving any. I'm accepting it. I'm logging the connection. Here also I'm logging the connection. Let me publish it. And we need to push the policy. So the party will take place. Install. Meanwhile, I can check the status from here itself. I think rock database right export the policy is not installed. That's why it's not showing anything. Yeah, even the HA module is not installed. So let's do that also. cp config. If you see the option number 6, enable the cluster membership. But before that, let the policy get pushed. Policy installation is failed. Details. Why failed? What is the reason? Rule 1 configure the rule 2. Of course. My mistake. So let's have a destination here. So I have a cluster and I have SMS. What is that? Yeah. And now let's install the policy. Yeah. So once the policy get installed, we'll enable the cluster membership on both the gateways. The configuration has done, only the custom membership need to be enabled. And once that is done, rest of the things are simple. So policy installation is perfect. Let's go to the party session. Add new party session. 192.168.1.110. Open the session. Accept the connection. Give the username, password. Go to the expert mode, but for that log database override. Go to the expert mode. Now what happened? Okay, set expert mode password. Give the password. Save the config. So on config. Go to the expert. I hope I'm in expert mode. Clear the screen. Do the cp config. Give the option number 7 or 6. Okay, 6. And I want to enable cluster membership. Let's reboot it. Yes. And same, I want to go with the other guy. 192.168.1.101. Accept. Admin. Give the password. Log database override. Expert. Give the password. Clear the screen. cp config. Give the option number 6. Enable. Cluster membership database successfully enabled. Reboot is required. So reboot. Yes. And now wait for another 5 minutes and everything will be delivered. So this is how we do the cluster XL configuration. Once the gateway come up, I'll just run the command called cphaprop stat. So I think you guys are aware of to check the cluster configuration status. You have to use the command cp config. Oh, so sorry. You have to use the command cphaprop status to check the configuration of your cluster. So now let me restart the session, reset the terminal, and then delete session. Let's close this out, close this out, save duplicate session. Let's see the gateway is up. Okay, the gateway is up. Go to the export mode. Password. Come on. And clear the screen and check the status of HE. Why it's saying HE module is not started? cp config number 6. We enable it. You select enable customer service gateway. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. So it should be give me good output. What was that? 101. Expert cphaprop status. Awesome. So this guy already the model is started here, so it's giving me something. But let's wait for the other guy to also reboot, and we'll check the final status from there. So it's still in process of reboot. Let's wait for a minute to get rebooted. Okay. So as you see on my screen, the HA got successfully established, and here, if you see, here you can see this thing. Okay, active, and this guy is initializing. But let's wait for a minute to that guy to be initialized, and we'll again check. Yeah, so now it's active and standby, as you can see on my screen. So this is how you can do the cluster XL HA configuration. So guys, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and press bell icon, and try to share this video to the needy one. Thanks for watching this video, and have a good day.